Thanks for clicking on State of the City. My name is Todd Prafke. I'm the city administrator here in St. Peter, and today is March 4th. Again, it's supposed to be another beautiful day out, but you're not clicking on this to hear what the weather is. You're clicking on it to hear what the state of the city is and some of the things that we have going on at the council level, and just a few tidbits of information about things that are going on in town. So that's what I'm here to do. So let's get started. Oh, first, I promised that I was going to make a couple of shout outs, one of which is to Marianne. Marianne has talked to me just a bunch of times about recycling, and so thanks to you, Marianne. Last time I had all the list, and you can go on our website about the things that you can put in your recycling Kirby's and things that you can't put in your recycling Kirby's. And if you didn't get that list, or if you didn't watch the last State of the City that I put off, I'm going to provide a link at the bottom of this for you to get right to the webpage that talks about what things are allowed within our recycling and what things are not allowed within our recycling, so you can recycle right, like we're trying to do at the Prafke household. Once in a while we botch it up, but we're trying harder, and so we'd love it if you would try harder too. Oh, and also Susan keeps reminding me to try and stay on my schedule with doing State of the Cities every other week, so thanks to you, Susan, as well. Well, let's get started. First of all, the City Council workshop from just the other night. As you can see, there are a lot of agenda items on there. And while I don't have time today to talk about every single one of them, you can read about every single one of them by going to our website, and there's an area for council packets, agendas, that kind of thing. And so you can read everything that the City Council got. God, that might be really handy for you if you're doing some research or you really want to know more exactly about what they're talking about. Because, of course, in my few minutes that I get, I can't cover it at the detail that they cover it. Last Monday night, they started meeting at 5:30 and didn't get done until a little bit after 8:30. So they talked about a lot of stuff, important stuff. So let me cover a few. First of all, Sally was there. Sally's our finance director, and Sally talked about things that are going on in the finance department and some of the activities that her department undertakes. That's kind of a regular feature. Department heads come every once in a while to do that exact same thing, talk about things that are going on, the people that they have, and some of the initiatives and work that they're doing so that the council can be up to date with that. We also had a presentation from Forrest and Ann from the Department of Transportation, and they were talking specifically about roadway enhancements that are likely to occur in a few years from Highway 22 at 169, so kind of there by Quick Trip, all the way to Mankato. So they have a website as well, where you can see some more information about this. And while I'm not going to include that link, I don't think this time. I'll see if I can find it and I'll try and include it. But if I don't, you can go on the Minnesota Department of Transportation website and look. There's a search kind of feature in there. You'll be able to search and you can say Highway 22 St. Peter, and it'll take you right to it. So you can see some maps and some images and some preliminary work that they've been working on for the last while. So they were there giving the council an update on that important stuff, because I know a lot of us use that roadway in addition to 169. So anyway, if you want to know more, it's a great opportunity for you to know more. The council also discussed a donation from the Masons for Minnesota Square Park, which they'll be taking action on likely on Monday night, this upcoming Monday. And so there's some imagery within the packet about that. So we're really excited about the Masons donations in relation to developing a new shelter in Minnesota Square Park. Now, one of the nice things about this is it works within the master plan that we have for development or redevelopment of that park, and the Masons are being very gracious in their gift. So anyway, if you want to know more about that, go to the website, packet, or watch the council meeting on Monday night. They'll be there, and we'll talk about this just a little bit more. The council also talked about solar array, development of a solar array project, so we're excited. Not going to talk much more about that, but watch for more information on that. We also talked about our ongoing agreement with the school district in the management of Community Square, or Community Spirit Park. That park is really technically half owned by the school district and half owned by the city, and how we share the maintenance. And we share the maintenance for a bunch of different reasons, most of which relate to being able to make it better so that you can use it more, and being able to spread those costs so that, it just makes economic sense to work together, so we don't have to buy two big lawnmowers. We might only have to have one big lawnmower, as an example. So anyway, if you want more information, check out the packet for that. We also talked about beekeeping. The council's always abuzz about beekeeping. So that ordinance will be coming to the city council in the not too distant future. We have some statutory rules about publication and things that we have to meet before they can take action, but it'll be moving forward. And then we talked about diversity, equity, and inclusion. And this is one of those that, well, I don't know how to spin it or sugarcoat it. Man, this is a societal issue throughout our country, not just in St. Peter, not just in Minnesota, and we're all learning more, having tough discussions, sometimes labored discussions about how does this impact our community? How do we using the values that the council has established, treat everyone in our community like neighbors? What does that look like? And so part of this effort was to try and ensure that the council has a platform to have this discussion, and then in the future have more detailed discussions about where are there gaps, where do we see areas where we can improve, where do we see systems that don't work for some people within our community, whether it's a disabled person or a person of color, or well, you pick. I mean, those are some of the things that we're thinking about and looking about, and all we're learning. And these are hard discussions, and so being able to provide some grace for at times using maybe not exactly the correct language because they may not know the correct language. It's hard to see and be in other people's shoes sometimes, and so we're learning together and trying really hard, and I think this was a positive step in kind of getting to the same starting point so that they can have ongoing discussions. Whether it's in delivery and opportunity for services of the rec department or the police department or utilities or the city administrator's office. How do we do that so we're treating all of our people in our community like neighbors and giving people access to those services that they should have access to? If you want to know more, I think there's a really good memo in the packet about this, and so please feel free to take a read of that. And we're continuing to have that discussion. Again, sometimes a hard discussion, but an important discussion for us all to have nonetheless. So with that, let me jump into a few tidbits. I haven't had anybody recently talk about this because they're all full currently, but throughout the year we get openings on boards and commissions. And so there's a bunch of different ways to be able to get on a board or commission. And so right now there's no openings, but if you submit your information, it's good for a year and we hold on to it. And so you can ask for a card that looks like this and we get some basic information and what board or commission you might be interested on. There's also a form almost exactly like this that you can go to on our website and fill that out and send that in. We'd love to hear from you. Again, we keep your name for a year, and I don't have openings now, but openings occur throughout the year. They don't just occur at the end of the year or the beginning of the year. They happen throughout the year. So anyway, encourage you, love to hear or see you turn in a card. So anyway, that's how you do it. I also want to mention Solar Choice. I really thought about this the last couple days as the sun has been shining. You know, we provide opportunity for you to purchase a subscription to solar panels on a solar farm that we have worked on through and with SIMPA and the SIMPA members. And so it's a great opportunity. You know, most homes, and I think this is very accurate data, over 60% of the homes, their roof lines aren't quite right to put solar panels up for them to be efficient where the sun moves. And so if you're one of those folks and you still want to be involved in solar energy, this is a great way to do that. And not even if you have a roof facing the right way, you could still participate here. You don't have to put up your own, but you can if you want. But this is a great way to do that, or maybe just dip your toe in it to see if it works for you and some of the goals that you have for your home and your finances and your electric or energy utilization. So that's great. While I'm on that theme, I want to mention this one. We still have light bulbs available and Be Bright. And then here's some great information about how to know more about rebates, electric rebates in St. Peter. I'm trying to hold it as still as I can. You can see I've had enough caffeine today. But anyway, saveenergyinstpeter.com. And you can find out more about residential and commercial rebates for lighting and all kinds of different things. Electric motors, variable speed drives, all that kind of stuff. So we'd really encourage you to take a look at that. We have a great guy named Marcus who can come out and look at your business and give you some ideas about, well, this light or this thing is really eligible for rebate. Here's about how much you can save. It's handy stuff. It's free. Might be worth your while. All right. Keeping it tight today, so here's my last one. If you want to contact us, here's a great way to do it. Here's kind of my list. Right? You can email us here. You can check out our website. Here's our Facebook page. We put a lot of great information. I certainly love to see on our Facebook page the videos that Brenda from the library puts out where she's reading a book, singing a song, playing her ukulele. It's lots of fun. If you haven't seen those, it's really worthwhile. Or you can catch us on Twitter. There's our handle. Or on YouTube. Not only our State of the Cities on YouTube, but our council meetings, a bunch of other board and commission meetings, school board meetings. County commissioner meetings are on our YouTube channel, so get that really close so you can see that. Anyway, I'll try and put that link on there too. I'm a little bit over 10 minutes. That's my time today. Thanks for checking out State of the City, and thanks again, a shout out to Marianne and Susan. Thanks for your help on this stuff. Well, to all of you, hope you have a great rest of the day. Bye-bye.